No, Mike.
What's going on? My name is Samuel. This is my 2000 Jeep XJ. Fairly stock for the most part. Sits on 30-inch tall tires, and front bumper's cut off of it. And pretty soon it's going to get a 5.5-inch lift with 35s. Do a full build.
Nice. Let me get a shot of that front bumper and these tow hooks that are super beefy for a Cherokee. All right, let's go wheeling.
Hey, I'm Mike. This is my 97 XJ. It's a 4.5-inch short arm lift with 32s on it. Winch, bumper, torque blocker in the front. Besides that, basically just an XJ.
Let's go wheeling.
Up, high centered. That's funny. So I guess he's gonna bail and go around.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to recommend the same thing to my dad. Yeah, normally we don't go back this. Normally we turn.
Yeah, he wanted to try this this time. This is the only one that's gonna have trouble, unless your parents are bringing that Bronco.
All right, but I'll tell him to go around.
Yeah.
Is there a are we meeting up with a trail that goes back that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on back a little bit more, Sam. Come on. All right. All day long, buddy. He's gonna come over here.
Not looking good.
Come on.
Here we go.
Slow
Ha
down.
ha!
Slow down on the way down. There you go, boss. Hold up your high center on your axle. There you go. Do that again. There you go. Yeah, again, come back up all the way by that tire. All the way up. Go up. Like that tree.
We need the chainsaw.
Keep your momentum up. Keep your momentum up. Go, 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 go.
Wow.
Drive her a little bit. Come on in.
Just barely scraped.
All day long, buddy.
All day.
Back. Driver's tire here and bump it.
Give it a little love tap.
right, bump it.
Try bringing quite a bit further over this way. Alright, come on, try that. Come on, bring it back and bump it again. There we go, there we go.
Slow down. Slow down on the way down.
Watch your favorite tree. Yep.
Hold up, your high center on here, right?
Yeah. Oh. Oh no, Mike.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, you got the right idea. You don't have to turn back there. Get them off this stuff here, the body. Okay, watch this come out right here. Chainsaw. Get my men up.
Woo!
Damage it?
Thanks so much for coming out again.
Thank you again.
You're, I think, one of the first person that came back for a second time. So I guess let's start there. You know, what made you come back?
Well, it's a fun place. Y'all doing a good thing. I mean, I did have a challenge to make up because there's one thing I didn't get last time.
What was that?
The Mt Flexmore, getting up everything. We got.
Okay, you're talking about coming up and over the flat tire side?
Right, yeah.
Right, yeah.
So did that. Go try it again this way. We went the opposite direction, made it up there. A little effort, but got up there. So we'll see if it goes the other way.
What was different from the first time you attempted the obstacle and didn't make it to today when you did make it?
I actually knew where I dropped my tire pressure down to.
Ah, so airing down made a big difference.
Yeah.
What did you air down to?
20 pounds.
Okay. What was the strategy behind that, and not even maybe going lower?
Well, I was concerned about busting the bead. I'm not too sure. I've never really did air down and deal with technical stuff too much. And the other thing was here, if I drop the pressure, I'm hoping that it would get the tire and wrap on it so I'm going to pull up versus just being a hard tire against a hard tire and just bouncing around off of it. You know?
Yeah, I gotcha. Mount Flexmore seemed to be your focus today, right? Like that was probably your most the obstacle you look forward to doing the most again. Is that right? And then tell me about your experience on Flexmore today.
Well, it was fine. Surprisingly, it didn't seem to climb up as easy as it did the other way from the opposite side. Once we got up there, that bump got up there. Coming off was hanging up, and it slid over and earned another scar and hung another mirror and signed another tree.
Yeah, if you'll point that out to me on for the viewers at home that weren't watching, and then what happened?
Well, just coming off, and it just slid and bound a tree. Just come back up there. So it was like, oh, we're coming off, or whether we're trying to back up because we're hung up.
Yeah, I think when you were backing up, you were turning passenger, and as you turned passenger and you were backing up, it pushed you closer to the tree.
Yeah.
And then also your mirror took a little bit of damage too, right?
Same shot.
Yep. So, and then what did you do with the mirror piece?
It's now a corner mirror for the parking garage you have there.
Gotcha. A little bit of 100-mile-an-hour tape?
Yeah. Well, it's a Jeep, so it's like 65-mile-an-hour tape.
I gotcha. Mike, what's next in store for your rig?
This thing here is just maintenance here. I really don't have much. Eventually, maybe a limited slip or a locker in the back, but this one's kind of as is, where is, you know?
Yeah.
It's been completed for the most part.
Do you think you'll start another rig and maybe look for more articulation, or?
I've got a TJ I bought that was bought as is and was already built here, and then there's a YJ that was put together that needs a few more things, and I'll come out and see what that does.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can bring out one of your other rigs, I'd be curious to get your perspective going over the obstacles with different types of suspension and also different vehicles. I'd love to get your feedback from that on the camera. And then Mike, we're not going to do a deep dive on your video today because anybody at home that's wants to learn more about your XJ, be sure to click somewhere on the video. We're going to edit that link in, and they can go and watch basically what you've done and what you built out in your first experience out here on the Word of Wheel Proving Grounds. But Mike, I hope to see you back out, whether it be with this rig or another rig, and we really appreciate your support, and
I appreciate the invitation. It's a great place you got here.
Thank you, and hopefully help us continue to spread the word.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of spread the word, for you guys that are watching, make sure that you like and subscribe and share this video to all your friends. Our objective is to be able to bring an obstacle park to the Hampton Roads area, and we certainly need you guys' help to do it. If you'd like to help us and join us on the Word of Wheel Proving Grounds, make sure you head over to w2wparks.com, make a transaction there, and that's going to enter you into the ability to come and join us out here. Check us out on the Facebook group, W2W Parks, and there you'll see our event schedule, and you can mark as interested or going after making a transaction on w2wparks.com. But that's how you're able to come out here and join us. We look forward to seeing all types of rigs. There's a couple of rigs that I haven't seen out here that I'd love to see, so definitely if you have something diverse and unique, I would encourage you to go onto the website and be able to come out and join us. So thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you out here. Mike, thanks again.
Thank you.
Back up and rock it. All right, come on. Don't send it, but give it a little bit.
A little bit of speed. There you go. Nice.
Keep on coming. Keep your momentum up. Back up and rock it. All right, come on. Don't send it, but give it a little bit. There you go. That was something. Nice. There you go. Curious if he has some. Nice. Good job, brother. Keep on, get it. Come on, come on. Yep. Come on, come on. There you go. There you go, come on. I take that back, I thought you'd get stuck.
Yeah, that was impressive.
This guy's got slow momentum up. Alright, back it up a little bit. When he gets momentum, slow momentum.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Back it up, bring it up. When you get your momentum, slow momentum. Keep on moving. Dang. See if that doesn't, how that's gonna do it or not. Yeah. There you go, boss. Straight on. Try that. There you go. Come on up. Come on up. That's just your bumper.
I think that's about all you got.
Yeah, Sam, I don't think you're gonna do it, dude.
You want to hop out and take a look? Yep.
Hey, Sam, right?
Yes.
Wyatt. Sam, thanks for doing the interview.
No problem.
If you could start by telling us, about your background in wheeling and maybe some wheeling that you've done around the States.
So I only have about 6 months of wheeling. I started in February. I actually bought this Jeep Thanksgiving of last year, got it running, had to take care of a few issues, and ever since then I've been trying to find every trip I can go on and just go.
What made you decide to get into wheeling?
I've always liked off-roading. I've loved watching the articulation of the suspension and watching how things move and what goes on, and Jeep, why not?
Yeah, was there an external influence there, like a family member or a friend?
No, my dad's a big mechanic and he's got big lifted four-wheel drive trucks.
Okay.
And I wanted something four-wheel drive, but I didn't want a truck necessarily. So I wanted a Jeep and I got Cherokee.
So out of all the models you could have started with, why did you start with a Cherokee?
So I wanted to start with a Wrangler, very specific in what I wanted, 4-liter manual transmission. But upon doing research and after having some personal experiences, you don't see very many people off-road an XJ platform. A lot of people just take them, or they're owned by a lot of older people. So I saw this one pop up, very low mileage, looked to be in good condition, and just said, why not?
I like it. You told me off camera about some mechanical issues that you had. You mind giving me a quick summary of that?
So mechanical issue wise, the guy I bought it from, the motor had overheated on him and the head had cracked, and he had taken care of it in a very poor manner. So when I got it, it had overheated on me, so I had decided to go ahead and spend the necessary $1,200 to replace the head, replace all the gaskets, do fresh fluid changes, and then just to get it legal in Virginia, throw a MagnaFlow high performance exhaust under it, just clean it up.
Now, most people talk about the reliability of the 4.0, but it seems like your experience was contradictory to that. Why would that be?
So a bad issue with the 2000, 2001 4.0s was due to emissions control. They shrunk the exhaust castings on the heads, and these motors are prone to overheating because the XJ was actually meant for a V6 platform, not a straight 6 platform. So if you overheated a 99 or older, you wouldn't have any issues. But if you overheated a 2000 or 2001 XJ, very prone to cracking, and once it cracks, it's either find another stock head and try and not overheat it again, or get the Tuppy remanufactured, which actually thickens up all the walls and all the cylinder walls, so that way it doesn't, if it overheats, it has a very, very small chance of cracking.
I appreciate you sharing that. Let's talk about the Jurassic Park theme.
So the Jurassic Park thing was, I remember watching the movie years and years ago, and I saw the YJ, and I've always wanted a YJ. And that's actually what I wanted to do, is build a YJ full Jurassic Park. But YJs are just getting so expensive, and next I wanted to go to a TJ. But
Even more expensive.
they're getting even more expensive themselves. So once I got the XJ, I was like, well, the XJ's got square headlights like the YJ, so why not? It's something unique. And yes, it's not anything directly from the movie, but if they had continued on, they would need park rangers to go out, inspect everything, and check on everything.
Yeah.
You're not going to do everything in a 2-door Jeep Wrangler. You don't have the space.
Right.
4-door Cherokee, plenty of space back there, haul just about anything, tools.
Now, if I remember correctly, though, they did use some Broncos, some 4-door Broncos, but my memory might be off on that.
They did use 4-door Explorers that had been converted to electric for the tour vehicles.
Oh, right.
They ran on
It
a
was an
little
Explorer.
electric track, yeah.
Got it. And I like how you chose the Cherokee XJ because you have the coil springs on the front and then leaf springs in the rear. So it's a combination between your YJ aspirations and your TJ aspirations, but with 4 doors.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose the Cherokee as well.
I've always told everyone at the time of the Cherokee and the Wrangler, the Cherokee was the 4-door Wrangler of its time.
Right.
Nowadays you have 4-door Wranglers and 2-door Wranglers. Back then the Cherokee was the 4-door Wrangler.
Right.
Exact same setup, exact same axles, motor, everything.
Now Sam, I know you haven't done very many modifications so far, but tell me about your aspirations for modifications and your strategy on doing such.
So right now it's all just budget, just trying to get by with very little money. As you can see, I've chopped off the bottom lip of the front bumper just to give me about 2 more inches of approach angle. And it really helped out today going over Big Boy.
Big Daddy?
Big Daddy.
Yep.
And got a little bit of damage, which I'm completely fine about. I like showing a little bit of experience.
Yeah, it's like a badge of honor.
Oh yeah, yeah. So other than doing some quick hookups, tow hookups in the front, which are welded in, and chopping off that front bumper, there's really nothing else been done to it to get it off-road worthy.
What's in store for it in the near future?
So in the near future, it's getting a 3-inch lift. It's going to be a combination of different brands and different people, and just to where I can do a little bit more harder obstacles and learn how she handles at about 3-inch lift. And then progressing on to the further future, do a full build of a high pinion front axle, Ford 8.8 in the rear, possibly even a 4.7 stroker on a 5.5-inch lift with 35-inch all-terrains.
I gotcha. We could make a whole video about that modification or even just that power platform alone, but I won't do that. Sam, I have a question. On the Where to Wheel forum on Facebook, we had a user ask, can I bring my stock XJ out there? How would you answer that question?
I would say yes, you can bring it out here. If you're too scared about destroying something, they do have ways. You have ways to get around it and also be able to do some of these obstacles. But if you have a stock XJ and you don't mind tearing it up a little bit, you can come out here and do all of this. This has a partially collapsed suspension, and it's doing just fine.
Yeah, most of when you find them in stock form, the leaf springs are flat or inverted.
Yeah, that's about the way mine are right now.
So no worries or judgment there, Sam. Sam, I appreciate you coming out here, man, showing us how it's done and how capable these things are out of the box. It's no wonder why there's so many and why they get modified so much.
Oh yeah.
Again, thank you for that. And
no problem.
I just want to send a message to the people watching. Thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure you like this video, share this video with your friends to help us get the word out to the rest of the community. Our hope is to bring a park to Hampton Roads, and we need your help in order to be able to do that. If you'd like to come and visit us out here on the Where to Wheel Proving Grounds, make sure you head over to w2wparks.com, make a transaction, and then join us on the Facebook group, the W2W Proving Grounds, so you can see our event schedule and mark that you're interested and or going after making a transaction on w2wparks.com. That'll be able to get you entered in an opportunity to be able to come out here and join us. So I appreciate you guys watching today, and Sam, thanks so much for coming out here and wheeling.
No problem. Glad
and we hope to see you again soon, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.